Hannah, do you have a minute? Hi, Elena. What's going on? I heard something shocking from a friend yesterday. Oh? What is it? Apparently, you bought up a huge amount of sale items at the local grocery store the other day. Is that true? What? Bought up sale items? No, I didn't do anything like that. I just bought what I needed, that's all. But I heard that the neighbors were upset. They said you were piling your cart with this and that, even complaining to the store staff. That's absolutely not true. Eliana, who exactly told you that? It doesn't matter who told me. The issue is that you're doing things that cause these kinds of rumors. It reflects poorly on you as my daughter-in-law, you know. Talking about dignity doesn't make sense here. I just went shopping as usual and came home. I find it upsetting to be accused of causing trouble. Oh, so you're just going to deny it like that. But you know, where there's smoke, there's fire. I'm not so sure about that. Gossip often has no basis in truth. And honestly, I can't accept being blamed without any fact-checking. Oh, are you doubting what I'm saying? This came from the neighbors. They told me to warn you because you were causing trouble, so I had no choice but to bring it up. Then I'd like to speak directly with those neighbors. Could you tell me who said those things? There's no need for that. I went out of my way to bring this up to you, and you don't even have a word of thanks? Thanks are only due when the facts are properly checked. Honestly, I find it troubling to be accused of something I have no knowledge of. Troubling, huh? Well, that self-centered attitude of yours hasn't changed since you got married. It's because you don't care about how others see you that things like this happen. Hey, I need to talk to you. Oh, Eliana, what is it? I need you to keep your schedule open. Huh? When? Next Saturday. Hold on a second. Next Saturday, I already have plans. We'll cancel them. This is important, so it's only natural for you to cooperate. Excuse me? You can't just spring this on me. What's so important? We're going to Isla's special prayer at the church. It's to resolve something that's been bothering me since she got married. What kind of prayer is this for? Is it really necessary? Well, you see, Isla has been married for 6 years now, and she still hasn't had a baby, right? This isn't normal. There's definitely something bad affecting her. So, I arranged for a session with a renowned spiritual advisor to get rid of it and have a prayer ritual done. Wait a minute. Does Isla even agree with this? I told her we'd be going somewhere, but I haven't mentioned the prayer part yet. You see, she doesn't believe in these kinds of things, so it'd be pointless to tell her. I really think it's a problem to take her without explaining about the prayer ritual. Aren't you ignoring her wishes? Her wishes don't matter. What's important is the result. My job is to make her realize later that it was a good thing we did it. But forcing something Isla doesn't want is wrong, no matter the intention. Having a baby is something Isla wants too. That's why I'm taking action. This prayer is going to change her future. Then shouldn't you explain it to her from the start and let her decide for herself? If you spring this on her, she'll be caught off guard. And this prayer you're talking about, is it something done at a regular church? Or is it some special place? Oh, regular churches don't have anyone with real power these days, so they're useless. That's why I found a more special advisor. This person has a reputation for being incredibly effective. He's so famous that it takes months to get an appointment, and I managed to book one. Wow, so he's such a highly regarded advisor. But that's all the more reason to explain it beforehand. I've already paid, and there's no way I can cancel. Besides, if this helps Isla get pregnant, don't you think it's worth it?
Wait, how much did you pay?
$2,000. It's a lot, but it's totally worth it. It's for Isla's future, so I have no regrets.
What? That's quite a lot of money.
Exactly. And with this, I'm sure she'll get pregnant.
I still think it's best to tell her beforehand.
What are you talking about? There's definitely some kind of spirit or bad energy affecting Isla. I can't believe she doesn't even question it when things have been abnormal for so long. I mean, her cycle is perfectly regular, and it doesn't seem like there's any issue with her husband either. I've heard that even his medical checkups didn't show anything unusual. Yet, after 6 years, she still hasn't gotten pregnant? Something is clearly off. If science can't explain it, then it must be something spiritual.
I'm not so sure. I don't think something like that could be the cause.
Of course it has to be. I'm very sensitive to these things. That's why this prayer is absolutely necessary. Everything I'm doing is for Isla's happiness. So Hannah, make sure to keep Saturday open. You'll help out for Isla's sake. After all, it's not like you're working or anything. You're free, right? At least during times like this, you should be useful. You're such an unhelpful daughter-in-law most of the time, so it'd be nice to see you actually contribute for once.
But why do I need to go with her?
If it's just Isla, she'll definitely refuse to go. But if you go with her, she'll reluctantly agree and come along. You need to think things through and act accordingly.
Fine. But I can't go along with this unless Isla explicitly agrees to go for the prayer in advance.
Fine. Just do as I say. Clear your schedule and be ready. Besides, once the prayer is done, it doesn't matter what anyone says after that. The results will speak for themselves, and there won't be any room for complaints. So, on the day, come pick me up at around 9:30. You're doing this for Isla's sake. And as her sister-in-law, make sure you pray properly for her too. Your heartfelt wishes will make all the difference, so don't slack on that.
I see.
Hannah, you can forget about me forgiving you.
Excuse me? What happened?
What on earth is going on? I heard from my son that you're pregnant. Is that true?
Yes, that's correct. I'm pregnant and already in the stable period.
What? You've got to be kidding me. Do you think you even deserve this? You need to end this right now. You don't need that baby, do you?
Wait, please, Eliana. You can't just say something like that. This is our precious child.
You need to give up the baby. Isla should be the one to get pregnant first. Don't you think it's disrespectful to her?
Why should I have to give up my pregnancy? I'm sure Isla wouldn't wish for that either.
Of course she would. Why should someone like you, an older woman, get pregnant before Isla? That's just ridiculous. Have you thought about how hurt Isla will feel when she finds out? Do you have any idea how much she's been struggling?
I've already told Isla about it. She even congratulated me.
What? That's impossible. She must be forcing herself to say that. That girl always hides her true feelings.
No, Isla genuinely congratulated me from the heart. If you can't believe it, it's your issue, not hers.
You're so conniving. I've never liked you, but I didn't realize you were this rotten. Do you even understand how Isla must have felt giving you those congratulations? She's probably crying inside.
That's not true. Isla is a kind and compassionate person. It's heartbreaking that you can't believe that about her.
Wait a second. Are you pregnant because you came with us to that prayer session? Isn't this thanks to the $2,000 I spent on that spiritual advisor? This is unforgivable. That money was for Isla's sake.
I was already pregnant a month before that session.
So you knew and still came along? How dare you go to the prayer session knowing Isla can't get pregnant? You must have been mocking my daughter in your heart.
Please, calm down. I only went to the session because you asked me to drive and to make it easier for Isla to attend.
You could have refused, couldn't you? Either way, you need to give up this child. I will never allow you to have it.
I have no intention of giving up. No matter what you say, I'm going to have this baby. I'm currently in a stable phase now. You've no right to tell me otherwise.
Listen up. There's something I need to say to you. You might be excited about having this baby, but let me tell you, there's no way it'll be cute. It's bound to be horribly ugly. A child from an older woman like you is sure to have disabilities. And just so you know, I won't be doting on your child, even if it's my grandchild. Oh, and by the way, I heard your luck is terrible this year. Who knows? You might not even be able to have the baby. And maybe you'll end up heading straight to the afterlife too.
Ileana, enough is enough. Can you stop bombarding me with these curse-like words every single day? You're clearly trying to break me down, but honestly, I've reached the point where it's just laughable.
It's because you're insisting on having this baby. The first grandchild should have been from my daughter Isla. How could you ruin that? What are you even thinking?
The world doesn't revolve around your wishes, Eliana. And don't you realize that your mindset is hurting people?
I've always gotten the life I wanted, but ever since you married my son, everything has fallen apart. You've completely derailed my plans.
That's unfortunate for you, but I'm afraid your failed plans aren't my fault. You're the one who's been forcing your expectations onto others. So going forward, it looks like things won't go the way you want anymore. Consider this the official end of your dream life.
What? What did you just say?
I have no intention of letting your words influence my actions, and there's no reason for me to follow your unreasonable demands either. No matter how ridiculous your insults are or how absurd your behavior gets, I won't let it sway me. And I certainly don't plan on letting your harassment get to me. In fact, the more you act like this, the stronger I become.
What the heck? You jinxed troublemaker? You're absolutely unbearable. Get out of this family. You're the reason we're all miserable.
I'm married to your son, so that's not happening. But if you're eager to leave, please feel free to go first. I won't stop you. Oh, but I can promise one thing. I won't involve myself with you anymore. That way, both my husband and I can live in peace.
I'm telling you to divorce my son. I can't stand having a daughter-in-law like you in this family. Give my son his life back.
I'm going to have to decline.
I'll never forgive you. Don't think you'll have that baby without consequences. Hannah, you really are... What kind of woman are you? Even after everything I said, you went and had the baby.
Yes, I really appreciate everyone's support. Both the kid and I are doing great. We had a strong and healthy baby boy.
How could you do this? Isla struggles to have children. So why were you the one to have a baby first? You could have easily waited until next time to have your baby.
Oh, didn't you know? Your daughter had her baby too.
What?
Oh, that's right. You didn't know, did you? You've been so obsessed with me lately that you completely neglected to check in on Isla. Did it ever cross your mind to wonder how she's been doing during all this? Has she ever felt like she could share something important with you?
Wait a second. Are you telling me Isla had a baby? This is the first I'm hearing about it.
Yes, that's correct. In fact, she gave birth the day after my baby was born. It was a beautiful, healthy little one.
No way! But Isla never told me she was pregnant. Why was I the only one kept in the dark?
That's because she didn't want you to know under any circumstances. She specifically asked me to keep quiet about it, so I respected her wishes. But now she said it's fine to share, so here I am letting you know.
She didn't want me to know about it? What does that even mean? I can't believe Isla would say such a thing.
You'll have to ask Isla herself about that. I'm sure there's a reason you haven't even considered. Oh, sorry. I don't have time for idle chatter anymore. I'm quite busy with childcare, so if you'll excuse me.
Isla, what's going on? I didn't know anything about it. How could something like this happen? Is it true you had a baby? Hannah told me, but that's not true, is it?
It's true. I didn't tell you, but I gave birth. The baby was born healthy and safe.
Why didn't you tell me? I knew nothing about this. I'm your mother, and you didn't share something so important with me?
I really didn't want you to be the one who knew. Just imagining how you'd react made me dread the thought.
Hannah said something similar, but I still don't understand. Why shouldn't I know? I'm your mother. During your pregnancy, there were so many things I wanted to do for you. We could have studied parenting together, prepared baby supplies, and I could have helped in so many ways. Oh, by the way, what's the baby's gender? Have you picked a name yet? You could at least tell me that, couldn't you?
I'm not telling you. Not the gender, not the name, nothing. I've decided I won't share a single thing with you.
What? What do you mean by that?
I'm tired of your control, Mom. My hairstyle, my clothes, my school, my friends, my job. You decided everything without ever asking me what I wanted. Not once did you listen to my opinion. Even after I became an adult, your obsession didn't stop. I thought getting married would finally give me some freedom, but you even started prying into my marriage. And when I got upset, you went so far as to dig through the trash to spy on our private life. You repeated behavior like that so many times, I just couldn't take it anymore. You made me feel suffocated, so I've had enough. I don't want you interfering in my life anymore.
I only wanted you to be happy. Everything I've ever done was for your sake.
I'm already happy, just being married to my husband. So please, don't involve yourself with me anymore. When I'm around you, all I feel is misery. That's why I don't want you in my life anymore. We've already moved. My husband also changed jobs. Even if you try to find me, it's pointless.
Isla, wait a second. What about the baby? Does this mean I'll never get to meet your child?
Goodbye, Mom.
Hannah, you know something, don't you? Please, tell me.
What's going on?
Their house. It was completely empty.
I see. Even with everything you've been busy with, it's impressive you still find time to dwell on these things.
So, you knew about this, right? I suspected it from the start. How is it possible that I'm the only one who was kept in the dark?
Yes, I've been aware of everything from the beginning. I understand you've been worried about Isla.
Do you have any idea how much effort I put into helping her get pregnant? I went to the church so many times, trying every single method said to help with fertility. And after all that, she does something like this? Going behind my back to have a baby without even consulting me? She's mocking me, isn't she? And it's all your fault, Hannah. You must have influenced her, leading her away from me.
That's not true. I didn't influence her at all. Isla had been thinking about how to distance herself from you for a long time. It just so happened that I became pregnant around the same time, which shifted your focus onto me and made it easier for her to make her move.
Isla has always done everything I told her to do. And now, after getting involved with you, she suddenly starts rebelling.
Well, I don't know about that, but it seems like having this conversation is pointless with you.
I can't even contact Isla. How is it fair that she gets to live freely and do whatever she pleases while I'm left with nothing? Tell me where she is right now. I want to meet her. You know where she is, don't you?
I won't tell you. Isla has no intention of ever seeing you again. That's how deeply hurt she was by your actions.
I won't accept that. It's impossible for her to leave me. She's everything to me. Do you have any idea how much I've done for her? She's my entire reason for living. Just having her by my side made every single day meaningful. If I had her, I didn't need anything else in life.
Please realize that for Isla, all of that was a burden. Even if you thought it was love, if it caused the other person pain, it was nothing more than selfishness.
Seriously? You're going to talk back to me when I'm your mother-in-law? Do you think that's acceptable? I don't need a lecture from someone like you. Just let me see Isla. I'm her mother. Why should a mother have to go through so much trouble just to see her daughter? If you don't let me see her, you'd better be prepared. I'm serious. I won't hesitate to harm your child if I have to. Do you understand how desperate I am? Ignoring me any further is absolutely unacceptable. I can't believe it. This is exactly the kind of thing you do.
What are you talking about now?
You moved, didn't you?
Did you go to our old house? Looks like moving was the right decision after all. We're finally free from your sudden visits and relentless calls, and we're truly enjoying the peace.
Please, let me see Isla. I can't bear this. Having my own daughter turn her back on me like this.
That's not going to happen. No matter how much you beg, I can't ignore Isla's feelings. And honestly, looking back at your past actions, it's no surprise that she doesn't want to see you. So it's time to give up. No matter how much you plead, our stance remains the same.
You and my son are so cold-hearted. After everything I've done, how could you abandon me like this? My son has been ignoring me for so long, and now no one cares about me anymore. All I want is to see Isla and my grandchild, but even that's impossible.
Unfortunately, Isla doesn't want to see you, and that's entirely because of your actions. I suggest you think about that carefully.
But she's my first daughter. Parenting for the first time is full of uncertainty and anxiety. She won't be able to handle it without me there to support her.
That's not true. Isla is doing great. She said it's tough, but she's enjoying every single day. She even mentioned that not having you around has lifted a huge weight off her shoulders. Also, Ileana, in case you've forgotten, I recently had a baby myself. I'm running on barely any sleep as it is, and honestly, I don't have time to deal with you. After discussing it with my husband, we've decided to block your contact information. We believe this is the best choice for everyone.
What? How could you do that?
Why are you surprised? Considering everything you've done to me, this is a perfectly reasonable response. We should have done this a long time ago.
But I'm all alone. I don't have a husband anymore. And if I can't contact Isla, you two are the only ones I can turn to.
And why would that matter to us? We have no obligation to take care of you. And frankly, we don't want to.
What did you say? How can you say something so heartless? I'm an elderly woman living alone. Shouldn't it be normal for you to worry about me?
Someone as strong-willed as you doesn't need our concern. After all, you had enough energy to emotionally corner Isla for years and to attack me with daily verbal abuse, even while I was pregnant. Let's not forget the cursed doll you sent to my house. Why not channel that energy into something more productive? You seem perfectly healthy to me. Anyone who can stoop that low during my pregnancy must have nerves of steel.
Are you saying I'll be fine on my own? If you really think that, you're heartless.
Heartless? If anything, I think living on your own would bring you more happiness. After all, it means you wouldn't have to interfere in anyone else's life anymore.
Hannah, I'm really sorry. I promise I'll never say anything disrespectful again.
Even so, the decision to cut ties with you won't change, not even if the world turns upside down. Please understand that.
I'm ready to give all my love to your son. I'll even send you the gift I was planning to give Isla for her baby. So please reconsider.
A gift for the baby? We appreciate it, but no thank you. We can no longer trust anything you say, and we certainly cannot accept a celebration from someone who once threatened to harm my child. If you truly had the intention to celebrate, then perhaps you should have refrained from hurting us with your words in the first place.
At that time, I couldn't get in touch with Isla and I was so upset. I wasn't thinking clearly. I didn't mean to say those things. I was just so worried about Isla.
But you didn't just say those things. You also came to our house, didn't you? That's not something that can be excused as just words.
That's because you wouldn't respond to my messages on WhatsApp. I thought I absolutely needed to talk to you, so I went to your house. I figured if we spoke face to face, you might finally understand me.
Let me make this perfectly clear, Ileana. The moment you said you'd harm my child, it became a serious threat. We are already preparing to file a police report about this. No matter what you say from now on, that won't change.
The police? Wow, that's a bit much, don't you think? There's no way I would actually harm my grandchild.
That's not for us to judge. That's for the police or the courts to decide. We can no longer trust your words.
I truly don't mean any harm. I promise I won't do anything to you or your child, so please, don't cut off contact with me entirely. I'm only worried about Isla, that's all.
It's fine to worry, but you need to realize that your actions are hurting others.
I'm really sorry. I'll do anything if you'll forgive me. Just give me one more chance.
Forgiveness isn't an option. We've endured enough and been hurt deeply by your words. Considering your past behavior, there's no way we could ever rebuild trust with you. Instead, why don't you consult that prayer advisor